Now, if I recall correctly, in my first playthrough of this, when I didn't warn her, I'm pretty sure I did just get the laptop, so this is all new to me. Entirely. You're welcome, by the way, you fucking asshole.
Hey, I was hoping you'd catch up to me. I hadn't had a chance to thank you for tipping me off about the GCPD. I didn't expect it. You really saved my ass. If it wasn't for you, the cops would have gotten the drop on me for sure.
Don't expect it again. I put a lot on the line for you.
Then I'll have to find a way to pay you back.
The laptop.
Let's start with that, yeah.
I need you to hand it over.
I'll take that.
You proved your point.
Quite the coincidence that
That's
we
the
find
thank you.
ourselves here again.
What do you mean again?
We're on top of the mayor's old office. Harvey's old office. Feels like 100 years ago, doesn't it? Since we had our first chase. So much has happened since then.
You're stalling. Give me the laptop.
Is that really the only reason you came here? You want it? Take it.
She's gonna pull some shit.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
Oh, shit. I was about to... whatever. Got it. Maybe grapple to, like, a different place. So that you're not immediately dealing with her again. Yeah, whatever.
Thanks. I needed that. Oh, come on.
You just shove it up your ass? Where is it now?
I bring out that wild side of yours. The one you like to keep stuffed down in that suit. The side of you that's just aching to break free. Yeah, it's a little crazy. But isn't that what you like about me? We both like to live on the edge. It's where we find each other.
Maybe I liked it once. But the bad girl act, it's getting old.
And your good boy act is so fresh. Well, have a good night.
Selena. Why'd you do it? Run off at Riddlers like that?
I wanted to get payback for Riddler. On my own terms. For what they did to him. For what he did to you. And just, what are you offering me in return? You're a man of many resources. Make me an offer I can't refuse.
Maybe we could actually work together for once.
We've had our fun, haven't we? And it seemed like, for a moment at least, you wanted more than that. I came back to stop Harley's so-called pact. The Eddie I knew would have wanted that. Anything else? Us? That's just icing on the cake. No pressure. Really.
Hold that thought. Until after we've taken care of everything.
So, I'd say it's time to find a black site, partner. We'll probably need our own supercomputer to get into his laptop. But something tells me you might know where to find one.
I'm curious how that's gonna go.
What's at home?
You'll see.
I thought I'd seen it all when I found you hanging with the sewer rats, Bruce. This place. It's really you. Rich men and their toys. Only thing missing is a wet bar.
Make yourself comfortable.
I'll try. This place, it's not exactly cozy. I know how hard it is to let people in. The fact that you've done that, it means a lot to me, Bruce. I didn't give a damn about anyone else until I met you. You're a bad influence on me.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It definitely makes life more complicated.
You know, something I've noticed that I think is kind of interesting is that...
friendly.
I'm going to pause real quick. Something I've noticed that I think is really interesting with this is how there's a disparity in answers, even with Selina, between who he is as Batman and who he is as Bruce, right? Like, when he's playing as Batman... I mean, there are those, like, affectionate answers, but they're usually in some, you know, held behind some sort of stoic mask or something. Like, it's not just overt and outright. Whereas Bruce, he's got more of a charming quality to him, and he's more, I don't know if I'd say suave, but just, like, sociable and stuff like that. And it makes sense, but it's just interesting that I've noticed it as of late with the past couple episodes, how it seems to be geared that way, regardless of whether or not, you know, or regardless of what option you end up choosing. I don't know, it's just kind of an observation.
Without benefits. And I'm okay with that. I am. But I still want you to know. You've left a mark on me. You're the first person who's made me feel like, I don't know, like I might actually be good. Do you maybe feel the same?
I'm gonna kiss you now.
That's what I wanted. I've missed this.
It's
Hold that
kind of the same
thought.
thing with Selina, though. She's
Is
not
that
as
what I think it
evasive with
is?
her emotions when she's just Selina,
What is my
right?
stuff doing on display in your cave?
There's this interesting
Alongside
psychology that
mementos of
these
the psychopaths
people
you've
seem to
locked up?
have.
Not that you're normal by any stretch of the imagination, but and there I am, right next to Harvey
I mean, it
Dent.
makes sense, right? They're kind of like trying to hide their
This
true
has
selves.
got to be good.
They remind me of you. Is that such a bad thing? Did you want them back?
Hold on to them. They look kind of nice there.
Tea for two is served.
Alfred, thank you.
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files. Retinal scan required.
Let's try this again.
Access granted.
Bruce, whenever you have a moment, I have something to show you.
The Bat computer will scan for viruses and other safeguards before we can have access to the data.
I'll look it over real quick. Well, actually, if I recall this stuff, it's not all that interesting. Yeah, Codex, I could not care less about that. And the feed. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. I'll let you guys read that if you want to. Oh, Wayne Enterprise is doing pretty well. Dent trial pushed back again. Alright. Let's get out of that. I need to talk to, Alfred by the armory. Might see if I can talk to Selena again, just real quick. There might be some additional dialogue options or something.
It's over 600 horsepower. Selena. So, what do you think?
There's a lot of interesting tech down here. How you did it all, I'll never know. And it's more hospitable than the abandoned subway those maniacs call home. But just barely.
So, what do you think is next for us?
Romantically, or with Riddler's laptop? I don't have a lot of expectations, but I do have some hope.
I finished up a new feature for your contacts. Lucius nearly completed it before. Well, I've been fiddling with it to keep myself occupied. At any rate, your contacts now have the capability to detect heat signatures. Cold, too, because, with Mr. Freeze, you never know.
Thanks. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
I'm impressed you felt close enough to someone to welcome them into the Batcave.
Well, she already knew who I was.
Curious to know why. What is it about her? Not that I'm judging, mind you. Difficult to take it back at this point. But, well, maybe you should keep an eye on the more valuable items down here.
I wouldn't have been able to get into the laptop without her.
This seems like her area of expertise, and I believe she needed your help just as much.
It's done. Sounds like the laptop is safe.
The reason I'm answering it that way, by the way, is because I think that internally Bruce knows that this is very stupid of him to do. Like, this is not the type of person that he should be trusting, especially considering that she's already duped him once. Like, kind of swindled him in a way, through emotional means at that. So, I think he knows that he shouldn't trust her, but he still really wants to, because he thinks, you know, despite everything that's happened in the past, that there's still some sort of like foundational good within her, and so he wants to believe that that isn't just an act, that is actually real. And I'm pretty sure it is, myself, but just, you know, it goes against all of his own personal instincts. So he's not gonna be outright with anybody else, because he knows that it's pretty dumb. But, hey, people do stupid shit.
I shall be upstairs if you need me. Good luck.
In favor of their emotions, specifically.
Finally, something we can read. Let's see what he knew.
Patient 843. 10 milligram injection at 0.01% solution. Patient 844. 10 milligram injection at 0.015% solution.
God, what is that? Human test subjects?
We have to find what they were giving those test subjects. Invoices, schematics, design notes.
The fools think they're safe. They're stupider than I thought if they think I'd ever forget what they did, if they think I'd ever forgive. I'm closing in on them now. I know who their supplier is, and that means I know where they've moved their twisted operation. They're in Gotham, hiding in plain sight. Not for long, so presumably Enigma, obviously.
Riddler must have been talking about the location of the black site. His obsession with data left us an incredibly thorough paper trail.
Look at these manifests.
Bodhi's Spa. Strange place for a delivery of virus incubators. This must be what Riddler means by hiding in plain sight.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh no.
Some kind of viral agent from the looks of things. A biological weapon. This is what Harley wants. Agency.
The agency. Don't you work with them?
Amanda Waller. She runs the agency.
Sounds like you owe her a phone call.
Maybe.
Bruce, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
The agency was working on a virus with human test subjects.
Bruce, what on earth?
I just saw it with my own eyes.
How do you... Is that what Quinn's after?
Yes. I found the black site. Hiding in the middle of Gotham at the Bodhi Spa.
Okay. I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. But I need you to trust me. Meet me at Wayne Tower in 15.
You're blackmailing me. It's kind of hard to trust you.
Harley was asking if the goggles are ready. I'll go back to the subway, see if I can keep her busy.
Thanks, Selina.
Benefits of partners. Be safe, Bats.
You too. Tiffany, what are you doing here?
Running late today? I expected you earlier. I needed to talk to you, but you only have yourself to blame for this.
Hands behind your back!
On the floor, now! On the floor!
Now!
Bruce Wayne, you're under arrest for armed robbery, murder, and criminal conspiracy to commit a terrorist act. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Gentlemen, please. You have my full
Shut your mouth and stay down!
Thanks for the call, Miss Fox. You've done a good thing today.
I looked to you for answers, for comfort after my father's death. Instead, you're running with a new crowd. Criminals? I hope you understand why I had to do this. It makes me question everything you've told me my entire life. It wasn't easy, but it had to be done.
Look, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. You did what you had to do.
I wasn't meaning to say all that.
I'm glad you can see it that way.
That's incriminating.
What in the... Director Waller?
Uncuff Mr. Wayne right now,
Yeah, that's
or you'll
right.
spend the rest of your life as a meter maid.
Also, it'd be nice if you apologize for shoving me down like that.
What? You've known it for some time.
Waller and the agency? They're not always gonna be around to save you, Wayne. One day, you're gonna run out of favors to call in. And when you do, there'll be hell to pay.
I'm not a criminal, Gordon.
Officers, please.
Oh, hey, it's her.
He's involved. He belongs in a cell.
This is neither your concern or your purview. Go home, Gordon. You're done here.
The hell I will.
If I were you, I'd be very careful with my next words.
And if I were you, I'd stop interfering with GCPD business. This is my city.
Not anymore. You're so far out of line, you can't see the truth. You're dismissed.
Excuse me?
You tested me. This is what happens.
Damn it, Waller! You can't do this!
It's well within my power and you know it.
Waller, Gordon is a good cop. He's a good man. Don't do this.
Not from you.
It's the last straw. I won't allow anyone to question my authority. This is strictly professional.
Oh, sure.
Time to go, Jim.
We'll make sure Gordon leaves, and be right outside. When you're ready.
Alright, put up your dukes, we're fighting. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I apologize.
Take your lunch money.
Everything. Calling the cops was a bit much.
Well, that's all the stress I need for one lifetime.
Not my finest hour, I know. But I learned a lot today. Like exactly how deep you are in this mess. The agency? If I had known you were... What are you doing with them? Please, just tell me, Bruce.
It's classified. I'm sorry, Tiff. I can't say.
I guess I understand. Whatever this is, whatever you're doing. I see now, though. This is why he's dead. He was involved in whatever you're doing. This work you're doing seems incredibly dangerous. But there's something I don't get. Why you?
Because I'm special.
No offense, but you're just... Bruce.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman. The Batman.
Come on. Got something to show you.
Lucius wanted her involved, so...
Wanted to show you a preview of your new batsuit. I know you and Alfred are still on your well-deserved retreat, but I couldn't help myself.
Dad.
I'll upload the specs to your private server.
There's absolutely no reason why I should trust her, but I've been on a hot streak of stupidity lately, so I might as well keep going. Yeah, he's not real, that was just a hologram.
That's what he meant. That was the mission.
Your dad was a hero. Your dad believed the city deserved better. He believed in me.
And to think I gave him lip for missing dinner sometimes. With Dad gone, maybe I can still help. If Batman is interested. It's the least I can do. And I know my dad would be proud.
You'll need the proper training. It's a dangerous job.
Whatever it takes, I'm in.
That's good to hear.
Okay, I need to digest. Sorry for everything earlier, but thank you for trusting me with this.
I'm only saying we might be pushing him too hard.
He's capable, and he knows how to cover his tracks. Our only path forward is through Wayne.
Wait, so does she also know that I'm Batman?
Let's get to it then.
Does everybody know that I'm Batman? Who doesn't know that I'm Batman at this point, for fuck's sake?
Care to explain why the videos I saw said this virus was an agency experiment?
Years ago, I was brought in to rectify the agency's past mistakes. Or failing that, to cover them up. One mess in particular dealt with Black Ops experiments. Human subjects. The kind of amoral science that makes your skin crawl.
Sanctus.
They were a division that was shut down for good, long before either of us joined. But evidently, they went underground.
This is our worst-case scenario. With Sanctus off the leash, this research poses a global threat.
If I'd known where they set up their den, I would have taken them out years ago.
If you want them taken out, now's your chance. We know right where they are.
It's not that simple.
Sanctus was dangerous then. They're certainly worse now.
This whole situation, it's given me an idea. I can't put an agent within 1,000 yards of that place without them starting a war or blowing up the entire block just to cover their tracks.
We know it's tricky, but leading Harley and her gang into Sanctus might allow the two problems to take care of themselves.
They have Riddler's info. They have a way in. And you're undercover with them.
At least with Sanctus and the Pact at each other's throats, the agency can act quickly, clean up, and minimize casualties.
It's unorthodox. But a strike like this will keep damage from spilling onto Gotham streets.
You two can't be serious. Harley, Bane, Freeze? No, they can't be trusted.
We don't have to trust them. We trust you. Look, For now, just go and check this place out.
Right now, as yourself. We don't want them to know Batman is on their tail.
I bet you're the type of guy who has some expensive surveillance equipment.
We have your back, Bruce. We'll be right behind you.
Keep me in the loop so I know what my team and I might be facing when it goes down. Defenses, security, whatever.
Their lives are in your hands, Bruce.
As well as the fate of this city.
Okay, I got it. Here's some added pressure to go on with all the other shit you're dealing with.
In a crew like this. Sometimes you have to use bad people to do good things.